What is up, Texas Tech Red Raiders fans? It's your old friend IndyCarTim here with the Texas Tech Red Raider Daily Blitz on a somber Sunday, October 19th here, as it is Arizona State post-game, and it is not a happy Sunday, boys and girls. It's a gut punch out in the desert as number 7 Tech falls to Arizona State 26-22. And you just had the feeling throughout the entire game that this was not going to go the way of Will Hammond and the Red Raiders. Tech could get nothing going offensively. And look, we've seen slow starts from Will Hammond. He's had slow starts virtually every time he's come onto the field. It's taken him, with a couple of exceptions, it's taken him a bit to get going with the offense. We saw it last week when he came into the game. Thankfully, he was able to gather things through for a win. But on Saturday, that happened way too late. And the Red Raiders had nothing going on offense. I thought defense still played fairly well for 3.5 quarters. And that was really going to be your key, as you had to hold the Sun Devils to under 20 to get this win, the way the offense was struggling. And with 34 seconds left, that just did not happen. As Raleek Brown powers in from the 1-yard line to flip a 22-19 Red Raiders lead to a 26-22 Sun Devils victory at Mountain America Stadium. Tech drops now to 6-1 total and 3-1 in the Big 12. It was a long afternoon without Behren Morton. And I'm not even going to suggest that they win this game with Behren Morton, although I feel like they had a much better opportunity. And I've done nothing but praise Will Hammond all season. He has come in and done literally everything that Tech has expected him to do and done it well. It's just that he doesn't always start quickly. It takes him a while to get going. And look, guys, he's a freshman. I get it. I don't even think that the Sun Devils did anything out of the ordinary to stop Will Hammond and the Red Raiders. I've seen Tech have lots of success against that defense before. For whatever reason, it was not on Saturday, and this is where we are. The offense for Tech never found its rhythm behind Hammond. Look, the team entered the game averaging almost 500 and just short of 560 yards of offense per game. On Saturday, they finished with 276. Hammond battled through 3 quarters very quietly, and then in the last part of the 4th quarter, he almost stole the game. But we needed more of that Will Hammond earlier in the game, and we just could not get it. He capped the 4th quarter drive with a 1-yard keeper. Then he delivered a 12-yard strike to Reggie Virgil. He then ran the 2-point conversion in to go up 22-19 with just over 2 minutes left to play. But it was enough to set the stage for an exciting finish, but not enough to win the game. Arizona State answered from its own 25 with just 2 minutes left. Sam Leavitt went 5 of 7 for 61 yards on the march and drew a key pass interference on Bryce Pollock that set up Brown's game winner. Tech reached the ASU 28 on the final possession, but his end zone he was swatted away to end the game. I'm amazed that Tech was even that close where they had an opportunity. It wasn't to be the entire game. I never felt good about this from the opening snap. The best word I can think of for this thing was discombobulated. And I can't put my finger on where, other than the disconnected quarterback. And I'm not blaming Will Hammond for this loss. Maybe blame the entire offense. There were some key drops. There's no question. The offensive line, I feel, was not protecting the way they have protected for the majority of the season. They just got outplayed. I don't even think Tech got outcoached. I'm not going to throw that on Joey. The team just got outplayed on the road in front of a good Arizona State team. Let's not forget this team is pretty good without Cam Scatterbo too, okay? So, it was a good team, And you're going to have, even if you're the better team, you're going to have these games, at least one, throughout the season. Most teams are. And all we can hope is, number one, we get Behren Morton back soon. Number two, that this was the outlier and not the beginning of a downward trend for the offense here, which I don't think it is. You had, the defense was short. Skylar Gill-Howard had season-ending ankle injury. He's gone. The Tech defense, though, still allowed 394 yards to Arizona State. I don't like that. The defense finally stiffened up a little bit there in the red zone, but it wasn't enough. Leavitt threw for 319 yards, and the defense had nothing for him. The secondary had nothing for him. So now the Red Raiders join a little club, joining number 2 Miami, number 5 Ole Miss, and number 10 LSU among top 10 teams to get a loss here this week. That doesn't make it any better. You had a huge opportunity to move up with Miami and Mississippi both losing, and you could not get it done. Look, and I will say that the team showed a lot of resilience behind Howard, but the standard for this team is higher. It's better. The team was inefficient. They couldn't finish drives. And at the end of the game, they gave themselves a chance to win. But when you play that way throughout most of the game, it's an uphill climb even with 2 minutes to play. And you did not have enough. The Big 12 race is still right in front of them. I still think they're one of the better teams in the Big 12. I still think there's a shot at the college football playoff. But it's time to regroup. You've got Oklahoma State at home. They're at Jones AT&T Stadium on Saturday, 3 o'clock in Lubbock. We will be there for that. We will preview that for you. And any other news that comes up between now and then for the Texas Tech Red Raiders. We will get into some basketball talk on this show as the Big 12 starts releasing their preseason rankings, which mean absolutely nothing. I don't even like to talk about them, but some of y'all do, so we'll probably discuss it a little bit. But basketball season is nigh upon us, as well as some of the other Texas Tech athletic activities. We will cover all of it right here on the Texas Tech Red Raiders Daily Blitz. I'm IndyCarTim, and until next time, boys and girls, we'll see you.